relationships. When we think about relationships, what really straight comes to our mind is happy, right? Sad, and most importantly, disappointing. And really disappointing with regrets that you actually took a step into that relationship. Ah, last year, I got the news from my best friend that she was actually in a relationship. And not only this relationship that she actually told me that she was in a relationship, it just took me off guard. But I actually had the idea that she was actually gonna date this person that she was really talking to. And the only big problem about that was I never actually revealed my feelings towards her. And it might have been my mistake that all this just came to an end because I never revealed my feelings towards her, and other people used the advantage and used her as trying to be there for her, which they were all not who they pretended to be. In this relationship, I found the best friend that changed my life. I found the best friend that showed me who I really am. I found a friend that told me that I can do whatever I put my mind onto. And most importantly, she made me the most happiest person I have ever been. Not only the happiest, and it was at the same time, she took away the part of me and just shut me off and thinking me actually hoping that there are good things out there that can actually happen other than this relationship that I experienced with her. Let me ask a question. I would like to ask you guys a question. Have you guys been the most happiest and the most disappointed person at the same time? Our relationship started with pre-interaction, which went to exploration, and believe it or not, it went into intimacy. We were so close. I just couldn't wait for the days. I couldn't wait for the times to get home, to get on the phone and call her and talk to her how my day went, and actually tell her about my new ideas and everything I have in order to do tomorrow, or what my goals were to achieve tomorrow, that I go to school or do whatever I need to do. It was moments like that, there's small moments like that, the way she shared with me that she had over in her days. It was just small, tiny, just things like that that really brought in a happy end, happy things. It was that our relationship was so perfect that we never had an argument. We never had a disagreement until one of these guys just came into her life and took my best friend away from me, which took me off guard, which led into turmoil. We started arguing. Arguments got very consistent. We started arguing almost every conversation we ever had. But let us go back and let's talk about risk taking. Our book Communication Principles for a Lifetime talks about self disclosure. And one of the parts is risk taking. I am not a risk taker. But with this person, I was comfortable. I was comfortable to share my experiences. I was comfortable to talk to this person every single day. This person was just the right person for me to share my experiences and everything that I don't share with everyone. I took the risk of being with this person and trying to be happy. I had the high hopes of it actually working out. Our book Communication Principles for a Lifetime also talks about long-term maintenance attraction, type of relation that is best like best friends. We were best friends. We had the friendship. We were perfect until someone else that just came into her life just used advantage of her and her mistake that she actually believed. And she went that way, which she lost me, and which arguments got even bigger, starting from turmoil, just small arguments, which went into separation. Believe it or not, our biggest separation was a month, and after that, it took a month for me to actually reconsider my choices that and everything we have actually said. Things that we have said to each other where I don't want to see you again. I don't want to hear from you again. I am done. I cannot take this anymore. Forget my existence. Forget that I actually have anything said or even done to you. I am done and I am moving on. Over a month, of course, is not a big time because losing a best friend isn't the easiest thing to do. I depended on her. She depended on me. A month was good enough for me to actually realize what I went wrong and to come back and say I'm sorry. It was a good time for her to just reconsider her decisions. Just recently we started talking, but nothing really is the same way as I actually I actually wanted them to be. She made me the most happiest person I have ever been, and at the same time, actually believing someone that just came into her life and took my best friend away from me, and for me to deal with losing my friend that was there for me, that I counted on all the time, and dealing with school and trying to get my life together was like the hardest moments in my life that literally just pushed us into post interaction stage that we just rarely even interact anymore. Even though we talked, it's been 4 days since the last time I actually said anything or she even said anything. Good moments don't last, and good moments they never actually happen. And we go back into the question that I asked in the beginning. Have you guys been the most happiest and the disappointed person ever? I have. I've experienced it at the same time. In a matter of a year, I went from initiation into turmoil, separation, and just ending a perfect friendship that we had that had the potential of being the best thing that ever happened to me. That led into post interaction, that led us here that we don't even talk to each other anymore. I do regret the moments. I do regret saying things, the hurtful things. She regrets the things she have said, but memories don't fade, and you can't change them. It's just the way it is. Just the moment you have to enjoy every good moment you have because not every moment actually lasts forever.